Hello everybody and welcome to the Cheryl Technology Channel. I'm Chris. Let's get right into this video. In this one, we're going to be looking at Container Station by QNAP. Now, as many of you know, I did a video a while back, probably a few months, 6 months ago or something, on my QNAP box. I have really taken this QNAP box and taken it to a different level. Now, I'm doing containers on it, containerization. So, for those of you who don't know what a container is basically a container is a software standard that is used to package up code with all of the dependencies. So it's like you're building an application into one little ball in a container. And that container, but it's actually called an image. It doesn't become a container until you run it. With that out of the way, a container basically, it takes all of the reason people like Docker, and this is basically what this is. It's Docker. Well, LXD and Docker. And so basically what it does is it takes the application and it containerizes it. So I want to show you this because this is a very interesting way to do something because of the way that it works. Now, y'all can't see my mouse, but it's over on this other screen. I got 3 of them. And so what we're going to look at is this. Now, I'll actually tell you something. I love this QNAP box, man. I love this thing. And a lot of people have said, go with Synology, go with this, go with that, Synology, Ugreen. I really like QNAP. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. And if you notice, I have 2 of them running. So this is the overview I showed you in the very beginning. And so basically what happens is this is the overview of your containers, applications, how much memory you have, the memory utilization, how much each one of them are using. Now, this one I don't have actually running yet, Guacamole, because I'm going to do a separate video on that. And I have a reason for that because I don't know a lot about Guacamole yet. It's supposedly you can access all these things from a web browser. So that's what it's for. So as you can see under containers, I have 2 of them running. And then if we click on them, these are the 2 that I have running. Home Assistant and Unify. Now, the interesting part about this is that with this container station, there are certain things you can do. The idea behind a container is that you take an application, you package it into a little package that it's mobile. So you can take it from this system to this system and it's exactly the same. You don't have to do anything different because as many of you that any of you that use Linux know, there are dependencies a lot of times that an application needs or the OS needs, and sometimes it's not very good at getting that stuff. So what I'm telling you is that that's what Docker is for. Docker takes all of these applications, you build it, you can package it into a little package, and I'm going to be learning a lot more about Docker over the next couple weeks. This is what the container screen looks like. Now, the interesting part is that you can have one image running I have a crap ton of them. I was experimenting, y'all. So if we look at this, see this one right here? This is the Unify one. So what somebody has done is they've taken the application, the Unify application, packaged it into a Docker container. All you have to do is go up here. This is what I love about it. You go to Explore, and then literally all you have to do is search for the application. So let's do Unify. There they are. That's the one I used. The one that had the most stars. That's all I did. The most stars, the one I used. You can literally do this for anything. So you can see you got Ubuntu, registry. So what I've been doing is I'm going to start using this to do my learning with. Now, this is almost like Docker desktop in a way, kind of, but it's running on my NAS box. Now, this is my NAS box, and the way you get the container station is you just, right here, you just search for it right here. You'll go right here, and then you'll go container station right there, and it'll pop up, and there it is. See, and it'll have an install here. It's 4.32 gig or 23 gig. I want to really let y'all know something now. This can be a little iffy because these NAS boxes are so small. They're not very powerful. I mean, if you go back and look at let me see if I can find the specs of it. System resource monitor. Here we go. This is the resource monitor. Now, what I do like about them is that you can set up email alerts for everything. So every night at about 11-ish o'clock, I get two emails from it. And that is a good thing because in going with the theme of securing all your accounts, and my buddy's book, Damien, shout out to you, bro. So in this book, he goes through a lot of these things, securing your accounts and all these kind of things. So whenever something weird happens, so I know at 11 o'clock Every night I get 2 emails. If I start seeing emails outside of those times, then I know something's wrong. And so that what I love about this bot is the sheer amount of things you can do with it. It's not just a container station. That's what one of the things I'm using it for, but there's much more than that. You can see all this crap, LDAP servers. It does all kinds of stuff. But in sticking with this video, we're going to be looking at all that stuff in another video. But in this one, this is what we're looking at. Now, I want you to notice something. If you look at the containers, right? Here's my 2 containers. These are the images. This is an image. That's an image. This is an image. And it is running when this image is ran. So you do the Docker run command and then the name of the package, the image. That's when it becomes a container. So these images are running in a container. It's almost like having an ISO file, kind of what's happening. And so when you're running this, you can see that these are the 2 that are running. So if we click on this, it'll tell me everything about it. It'll tell me the environments, the labels, all that kind of stuff. See, here's all your labels, base image, Python, Home Assistant authors. And so the other thing I really want to show you is what it looks like. This is Home Assistant. Yes, we have snow, everybody. We have a lot of snow. So it tells you the forecast. It tells you the temperature, humidity, all of that stuff. See, and this is, you saw how fast that was. That is another thing that I have noticed about these containers are extraordinarily fast. And like I have had with the Unify one, if I click this, look at that. And interesting is these containers are so quick, man. If you're looking for these things, and what's interesting about this is you just go to containers, click on whichever one you want, and right here, well, not on this one because it's not running, but this one, it'll have the IP address and the port number it's using. You just click on it and it goes right to it. Everybody, I really want y'all to try this because most people will tell you that a Synology NAS is better. I don't believe that. And I have a bunch of reasons why I believe a QNAP is better. One of those reasons is because QNAP has 2.5 gig ports, and I don't think the Synologies do. Let's just go to Synology's website. And I actually have a 2.5 gig switch that I'm using. I got it for a really good price, like $70. So let's go to NAS selector. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just do home office because that's what mine kind of is. Let's see, file server and synchronization. Yep, that's what I did. How many users or devices? We're just going to go through this, y'all. 1 to 5. We're just going to choose 1 to 5. So these are the 2 models it recommends. We're going to click this fancy smancy pants one. We're going to go to specs. Now, CPU quantity is 1. Core is 4, which is exactly what mine is. That's like right at the, look, right here. Came with 4 gig. I put 16 in it. So it comes with 2 gig of RAM. That's not enough to do nothing. You can't do anything with that. You cannot run virtualization or any of that crap with 2 gig of RAM. Back to what we were talking about though is that you can see how much RAM you're using, right? How much CPU usage you're using. Look at how much this is. If this were a virtual machine, it'd be using like 20%, 25%. It'd be using at least 4 gig of RAM. These containers are so lightweight and so fast that why would you not use them? And it's just, it's amazing to me at how far this stuff has come and how far it's going to go. It's insane at how this is the coolest stuff ever. So everybody, I hope you liked that video. This is a QNAP, I believe it's a TS-453D, I believe. And the 4 stands for 4-bay. 53 is the model number. So everybody, you can see how quick things are and how this could be useful to you in a home lab environment. This is like perfect for a home lab environment. And that's what I use it for. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. And until my next video, everybody, may the Lord keep and bless each and every one of you. And if you don't know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, reach out to me in the comments and I will introduce you to him. However you want me to do it, I'll do it. Everybody, thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's wait. Yeah, I cannot wait to show y'all my next video. Peace, everybody.